I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. We are here live on NY Yankee Mania. Yesterday, we had our Sunday night recap show. Go check that out. We talked about everything. We had a star-studded panel, including Sean. Welcome, Sean, to the stream this morning. Obviously, he's a big part of the show. The one and only Sean Browden. And let's go. What's up, T-Road? T-Road is already in here. It's over. It's already in here. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Yes, guys, today the Yankees start a new series, this time against the Seattle Mariners in Seattle at 9:40 a.m. We'll give you guys all the breakdown, everything. But first, I want to get Sean's Browning. How are you and your family doing? And happy Monday to you.
Yeah, happy Monday. No, my family is doing all right. And I'm doing all right. I'm just a little tired after coming off work, but I'm more than happy to come on here, hang out with this other family here, the NY Yankee Mania family. Shout out to all you in the chat. How you doing, Nithin?
I'm doing great. Obviously, another week. I can't believe it's almost April. It's March 30th today. 2 more days till for March, and then it's April, guys. So it's time is flying, and obviously, 1 week already into baseball season. It's truly crazy. And what's up, Michael? Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the chat. I want to give a birthday shout out real quick to our good friend MJ Pardon. Today's her birthday, and happy birthday, MJ. Enjoy your day. Have a great day, and you deserve it. She's one of Joe's friends also, and I just want to give a birthday shout out to her. So, real quick, I'm gonna do that birthday song for her.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so guys, happy birthday to MJ. I just want to put that out there. So we already have a comment with it's over here. Why is everyone picking the Mariners tonight and the Yankees for losing? Maybe it's because they're tough to beat at home. Casilla, yeah. So for today, for that comment, yeah, obviously the Mariners are tough to play at home, especially in that field ballpark, and it's a pitcher's ballpark. And the Mariners have a great team. Obviously, you got to keep tabs with their lineup. And I think you obviously have to score a lot of runs to beat that team. And when Luis Castillo's on, he's on, guys. And I think tonight is going to be a good test for us, especially for Ryan Weathers, his first Yankee start. Let's see what he can do against a tough Seattle lineup. And I think you're going to see a lot of righties there. And then obviously the two lefties will be Kyle Raleigh and Josh Naylor. So it's going to be interesting what happens tonight. And hopefully the Yankees can start off strong in this series. So,
Yeah. Well, and also I think though a lot of the people that are picking them, they're just doubting the Yankees. I mean Castillo, he's a brand name, Castillo. And yeah, the Mariners got a stacked lineup, but so do the Yankees. I'll put up anybody in the Yankees lineup against anybody in the league. Any day of the week. Because Julio Rodriguez, I mean, he's talented, yes, great outfielder, but he struggled the last 2 years at the plate. He had that great, phenomenal rookie year, and Cal Raleigh's a great player. But how is he going to bounce back after hitting 60 homers, which added stress in addition to what he does as a catcher? And I'm not knocking him for it. But we seen it. We've been through it with Judge and others, where I mean, yeah, Judge hits 50 homers a season, but he's a slow start. you know, because when you do have phenomenal seasons, it's a wear and tear on you. But the way the Yankees are playing, I don't know if you heard Ben Rice's comments. They were asking him after the after Saturday night's game. He said the team's clicking. They got great chemistry, and it shows on the field. So yeah, I mean our lineup is deep, our bench is deep, but also
Mhm.
you know what? I'm gonna root for Ryan Weathers. I think he'll come out there and he's gonna show the world tonight.
Yeah, you think he's gonna weather the storm?
Yep.
Yep. What's up, everyone? Welcome, Sherry. What's up, John the Beagle Dad? Welcome to the chat. Good morning, guys. Let's bring up Sherry's comment here. Hi, good morning, Sherry. Thank you for tuning in. She said this series will determine where they stand. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Obviously, even though it's still early, Sherry, this is a good statement test for them to see where they are. If they can take 2 out of 3, that would be nice. If they can sweep, then it's awesome. So this is I agree with that comment. I think this is a tough. This can be a test to see where they are early on, even though it's so early. So
Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing. The Yankees have been dominant start to finish for the three games in San Fran. Um, and while things are and look, John Carlos been unstoppable lately. He's hit near 500 or rather 400 and something. So you know what? I'll take it. Um, but yeah, this is gonna be a game because the Mariners are one of the contenders in the AL. Period. Lock, stock, and barrel. So how we do against them is gonna help determine how we're gonna do against others. Because you seen what the Blue Jays, they had to come back for their 3-0. They had to keep coming back every game. So
hey guys, my team and I just gave you some breaking news here. I'm gonna bring it up for you guys. So my team and I just booked our client and former MLB outfielder Nigel Morgan for this show on Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So guys, tune in. So you guys are gonna. He obviously had a great underrated career. He was underrated. Obviously, he brought speed to the game, and he was a pesky hitter. So guys, get your questions ready for Nigel Morgan. He'll be joining this show at 12 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. My team and I just booked him. So
nice, awesome.
and we just have now we have another special guest just entered the room. I'm gonna introduce him. Everybody knows him. He does amazing shorts. He does amazing play-by-play, and no matter where he is, he makes time for this show. And he is he speaks the truth, but he speaks the ugly truth. So I'm gonna bring him up here. Let's welcome in Ken from the Ugly Truth. Woo.
Yeah,
No.
What's up,
How's
Ken?
it going?
Yeah.
going all right.
Good.
So if you just heard, my team and I just booked our client and former MLB outfielder Nigel Morgan for this show at 12 p.m. Eastern Thursday. So guys, get your questions ready. Obviously, like I said, underrated player. He was a pesky hitter and brought speed to the game. As everybody knows, he played for the Nationals and Brewers. So
Excellent.
So Ken, obviously today the Yankees started a new series against the Mariners, and Ryan Weathers is on the mound tonight. What are you most looking forward to this series? And Sherry brought up a interesting comment here. I'll bring it up for you. Do you think do you agree with this? And I think it could be this could be like a statement series, even though it's so early.
It's just a series. Good morning, T-Rod and Michael. I'm not really fearing this series whatsoever. I think the Yankees will take it. Don't know that it'll be a sweep, but I believe we'll take 2 out of 3. We will have Max Fried once again going on the bump. in this series, and Cam Schlittler will be out there too.
Mhm.
Morning, Donnie. Welcome to the
What's up,
stream.
Donnie? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Yep.
The Yankees have been getting it done all different ways. As I've always said, pitching wins championships. And last year, to start the season out, we didn't get a 5-inning start until 2 weeks into the season.
Mhm.
Well, we had 5-inning starts out of our first two starters, 6 1/3 and a 5 1/3. And during the Giants series, the bullpen was just not that stressed.
Right. And then even with what's his name? Will Warren, he battled, even though not having his best stuff. And as he said, his command was a little wonky with some of his pitches, and they were fouling off the things. But he battled into the 5th inning.
Well, Luis Ariz, who's a pain in the butt hitter, had a 10 pitch at bat against Warren that drove his count up, and Helmut Ramos did the same thing. So between them, they had 20 pitches on 2 hitters, and he was only cleared for 85 pitches, so he burnt 20% of his pitches on 2 guys.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously, bring up Michael's comment here. He said you have to like the Yankees' chances whenever Fried or Cam is starting. Yep, I definitely agree with that. Fried, a number 1 ace on the team right now, and Cam showed against San Francisco that he can be an ace too. So I do feel confident in both of them.
Well, something that really pisses me off is after Judge's first game, there were articles coming out. Is Judge washed? Is he cooked? Is he done? And if you look at the other big hitters in the league, Cal Raleigh and Shohei Ohtani, they haven't fared very well coming out the gates either. Why are there no comments questioning their competence and their reliability and them being, decent major league players? Sort of ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, I bet you that people are complaining in Seattle right now, like why Cal Riley is not getting off to a hot start. But obviously, Seattle is on a big market like New York, and New York obviously they expect players to get off to hot starts. And yeah, but if Cal Riley was in New York, they would have been complaining right away too. But I bet you there's some people in Seattle starting to complain. Let's see, but I mean, knowing Cal Riley, I think he obviously is going to get out of it, and Judge will get out of it. And let's see how tonight. Obviously, we'll get to see both of them tonight live. So,
of course,
it's going to be.
And Judge has already started to show signs of getting out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it; both his home runs are pull hits, and then even when he's make contact, it's just a bit off. He's not getting on the barrel on it quite right, but yeah,
he will be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Judge's history, he has mediocre starts for the first 2 to 3 weeks of the season, and guess what? He turns it around and lets it fly.
Yep. Are you surprised with how hot Giancarlo is starting out?
No, it's not whatsoever. You can see him heating up in spring training, and you know that Stanton in the past has carried this team for well over a month by his damn self.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had against the Cubs, he had 3 balls that if they were hit anywhere else, those guys would have been out of the park. Well, he was warning track on the fence and bouncing the balls off the wall.
Oh yeah. I mean,
not surprised about his jackability whatsoever.
I mean, that home run.
I put out some of my hot takes. I think Stanton plays 130 games this season. I think Stanton gets his 47 dingers and hits 500 this year.
Yep. I believe it too. I mean, he's at 454 right now, or 455.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But,
So
but you know, you look at Stanton. Stanton only played 77 games last year.
mhm.
He had 29 home runs in those 77 games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about him either,
No,
and I think he.
you go ahead.
Well, I'm saying I think yeah, he's pacing himself to play 130 games. I mean, you'll have that stint with whatever if it's a calf or something nagging him, but yeah, I'm not too worried about him. I'm just loving it because like, you know, he's hitting singles, he's hitting doubles that are like bullets. And then
He
and
actually
then
he,
yeah,
ac- he actually hit a line drive that was 119 miles an hour Saturday, I believe.
yeah,
And I'm not worried about Stanton either. He's going to get going, obviously, and he hit a home run against San Francisco. And like I said, I kept telling people on the previous streams, if you can cut down on the strikeouts and be a more of a gap to gap hitter, and not only rely on home runs, then he's a much different hitter. And
and then
right now, and he's showing that he's not striking out that much right now. And even though it's still early, but I do feel confident in Stanton, like you two are, and we just have to keep him healthy. Obviously, you see him on the IL usually, so we just have to find a way to keep him healthy, and he's performing at the right in the right way. So.
yeah.
Stanton, Michael said here, Stanton is frustrating because any given time he can look like either the best hitter in baseball. Yeah, that's a true statement. But hopefully this year he's much different. So I think he's on the right. Yeah, he's at the right mindset, and he looks healthy right now. So that's
Well,
amazing.
I mean, look at what happened with Devers. Devers looked silly against Cam. So I mean, a lot of these big guys can look silly in a moment, but they can turn on it at any given moment.
The thing that you have to look at
Mhm.
is in the first two games of the series against the Giants, they only had three hitters who actually had a batting average. Everyone else had gone over. They only got 4 hits in the first two games.
Yep.
They got a few more hits in game three, but they weren't burning the house down. And
No.
the things that I liked, and I don't think they bode well for Volpe, is that double play combination that Jazz and Caballero had. They pulled some serious DPs out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think if Cabby hits 250 and keeps up the way that he is approaching, that Volpe won't make it back into the starting lineup.
Yeah, and Ken, you brought up, and why would they? Because I I don't want to mess up the chemistry, and that double play combination with Jazz and Cabby, that could be something special, and they're already showing it in these 3 games. That up the middle defense has improved a lot. So don't get me wrong, Volpe won a Gold Glove, but this is a pressure year, and guys, I don't want to hear any bashing about Volpe. He's a great young kid. He works hard, and we worked with him in the minors, and it's just he needs to. It's a matter of it's a learning experience for him. He's still young. Um, Obviously, he's coming back from an injury, so at this point, I don't want to mess up the chemistry, Ken, because Cabby's obviously hitting over 250, and he's contributing right away, and he brings a different element to the team, which is stolen bases. And when he came here, he was leading the league in stolen bases. So this guy's a difference maker. And like I said, he's improved the defense up the middle with Chaz. And that could be something special. And Ken, you brought it up. We already seen flashy plays from both of them so
We
far.
turned 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then that one that really impressed me was the 4-6-3 double play when or 4-5-3 whatever 4-6-3 double play. Remember with the one with the speedy runner at the plate
Mhm.
that like the throw got to Ben Rice and he kind of stumbled, but he held on to the ball.
Yeah.
But it was so perfectly executed with the footwork, and there was no hesitation with Caballero, and that's what you needed to get the runner.
Well, what you have to look at for the Yankeeography is 2024, our World Series year. Our defense was submoronic. I mean, we made so many bad plays throughout the entire season, including, a 99% ball catch hit to Verdugo in left field that he falls down and the Orioles end up walking it off against it. Or the fiasco in Game 5. So, with that being said, the Yankees had the mindset of changing the way we play baseball with pitching, limiting the type of pitchers that we had, limiting the amount of runs that could be scored by the opponent, and changing our defensive metrics and aspects. A lot of people are down on Ryan McMahon. He can't hit, blah, 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 paying him $16 million. I don't give a damn. Ryan McMahon is a freaking vacuum cleaner at third base. He just does not let balls get past him, and he does not have errors.
No. And I saw
he did more to solidify the left side of the infield than any three players that we could have brought in.
Oh, yeah. And I also like the combination of having McMahon and Rosario as a backup third baseman, that you can do a little platoon. But I seen McMahon, the one that can't hit a double to the gap when we scored during the 7-run game, that first game.
First game.
Yep.
And I will tell you what, there is another defensive beast sitting down there in AAA in the event that we have an injury, and that's Max Schumann.
Yeah.
That guy is a position player, and he is elite anywhere his butt touches the field.
Yeah.
So the thing that we've got with regard to this year's team is we have layers of depth on the mound, on position players. If Judge McMahon or Judge Grisham or Bellinger get hurt, you've got big Spencer Jones waiting in the wings, and he is a elite defender. And that guy, he may strike out a lot, but he hits bombs.
Yeah, I agree.
And, if we have another serious infield injury, Donnie Clark brings it up. George Lombard Jr. has a plus major league glove already.
Yeah.
His bat just has to catch up.
Yeah, but he's made improvements. And then you have seen Jason Dominguez in spring training. He showed improvements on how he fields in left field. He's more comfortable.
Yeah. And, real quick, guys, a few programming notes. First of all, let's welcome Evan to the show, who is a big part of this panel and obviously does the play-by-play calls. And he said, "What's up, everyone? Just wanted to say great job to everyone here. See you guys later for the play-by-play." Yep, that's right. And you guys can hear the pregame show at 6 p.m. Eastern on NY Yankee Mania. And then later on tonight, you can hear the play-by-play with Evan, Chef Nick, and Joe, as they will call the Yankees Mariners game. And also Ken will be calling the game tonight on his channel, The Ugly Truth. So go check that out too at the same time. And please subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. Subscribe to The Ugly Truth, and also subscribe to the World Entertainment Mania show, the channel that we have there. So go subscribe to all those 3 channels, and also subscribe to our NY Sports Loudmouth show with our team, with our work colleague Quentin Copels, former New York Jet. Our show is going to be live tonight at 7, so that they'll be live also at 7. And please subscribe there. Subscribe to NITHIN Sports Rush. And also a lot of big things are happening with my nation's best NIL Dream Team company, so stay tuned for that. I want to welcome Just Mixon here. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. How you doing? How your family doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, 2-2. And how do you do? But Just Mix says he likes McMahon. Yeah, I like McMahon too, and we're gonna ride with him. And actually, I think he's the one thing I like about McMahon so far this year. I think his approach at the plate is a little different from last year, and I think he's going to be a big part of this team, obviously. So
yeah, I think he tweaked his. They had him tweak his mechanics a little bit.
Yeah.
In the offseason.
Well, part of what they did is he had the widest spread of legs in baseball last year. You notice that his stance is more closed up,
Yeah.
They put him a little bit closer to the plate too, so he's able to actually get to the pitches on the outside that he was striking out on last year. And if you've noticed, he's only striking out like 18% of the time, which is way down from the 35 that he was at during the regular season last year.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
made, and it'll take a bit of time, but he'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what I really like too in that bottom of the lineup? I know it was quiet on Saturday, but having that Jazz, Caballero, McMahon, and Wells in that bottom, you get some good contact. And I'm liking how Wells, he's got a different approach. Like whatever Albert Pujols whispered in his ears during the WBC
Mhm.
seemed to do him good or something. Because he's not trying to pull the ball like he was doing all the time.
Yep.
And
And
I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, he definitely changed his approach, and obviously, you talk about Wells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not only the burritos; it's the it's the Dominican food he had also, apparently. I think so. He definitely changed his approach. I feel confident at Austin Wells. Guys, you got to give him a chance. This guy has all the talent in the world to be a good catcher, and so far he's been doing good. So I'm excited. I'm not really concerned on Austin Wells. And I don't know, Ken, what are your thoughts on Austin Wells so far?
I've never had a problem with Austin Wells as far as his hitting is concerned. My problem is his ability to throw the ball to second base.
Yeah.
He makes improvements there. I'm fine with him. Did I think that he was the everyday future catcher of the Yankees? Well, hell no, I did not. I thought Rafael Flores was that guy, and you had a goddamn meeting with him, and you got traded. And you had a meeting with Montero. What happened? Jesus? He got traded. Stop meeting with our catchers. You want to meet with somebody? Go meet with Jason Dominguez. Let's see if we can get some action going with him.
Yeah. But
hey, by the way, I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy how they got rid of all their right-handed catchers.
Oh, wasn't it you that had a meeting with Rock Riggio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got traded too.
Oh, and that other big guy that went to the Pirates.
Yeah, Rafael Flores.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rafael Flores. No, and then the guy that went to the there's Rock Riggio, and then there was the other TJ Rumfield.
Oh yes, we did something with we did.
Oh, by the way, congratulations to TJ. He had a freaking 4-bagger the other day in Colorado.
Hey,
nice.
By the way, we worked with him in the minors. He's a great young kid, and obviously Ken speaks highly of him. He's he has a great work ethic. Obviously, the injuries has hurt him, but for him to get the call right away for Colorado, it's amazing, and kudos to him. Congrats to him, well deserved. Obviously, Colorado is in a rebuilding mode. They're 0-3 right now, ready to start off the gate. But you're going to see TJ Rumfield get a lot of playing time here, and I'm excited.
Well, I believed he was ready, sitting in our AAA team in Scranton. He was ready for the majors.
I made the call 2 years ago when they brought Ben Rice up that they screwed up. I thought that was TJ Rumsfield's spot, and they didn't bring him up. And for some unapparent reason, the Yankees never gave him the opportunity to show in the major leagues. So I'm very, very happy for him being able to go to another organization and show what he's got. And throughout the spring, he looked fantastic. Starting the season out, he's doing well.
Yeah. And I think the Rockies are going to do a little bit better. I mean, they're rebuilding, so it's going to give them a couple of years before they're competitive. But no, and then the bullpen. Are you surprised with Bird and Duvall having success?
Nope.
I know it's early, but
no,
I'm not surprised.
What was the thing that I said when our Fairweather fan base was going nuts about those guys? One was overused and had no time to work with our pitchers pitching staff are our catchers, and the other one, he was just a wild card. He used to overthrow. Well, guess what? Those guys work with Matt Blake and the staff in the pitching lab all off season, and I think that they're there. I'm not surprised that they're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not surprised either, especially because Duvall got some work in the minors toward the end of last year, and or Bird did as well, and
Bird not
Duvall,
working minors.
or Bird,
And like I
but
said, and like I said in the previous streams, if we can get Bird into the right mindset and change his repertoire, and looks like he's changed his mechanics. And shout out to Matt Blake and also the minor league appearances. And also, if we can get Duvall on the right track, I'm telling you right now, those are two weapons, luxury to have in that bullpen. And so far, the bullpen.
He faced 3 batters the other day, K'd all 3 batters.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bullpen is no runs yet from the bullpen. And like I said, our bullpen depth is amazing this year. I feel no matter who, anybody can step up in the bullpen. Like Carlos Lagrange could be a name to be watched for this season, and especially the Yankees pitching depth we have a lot of pitching depth this year. And to be honest, at the trade deadline, I don't really think they need to go out there to get more pitching because we have the depth already.
We're not going to need it.
No.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna need it. We'll probably maybe get somebody that might help in the bench, depending on what may happen or may not if injuries happen. But I mean, you seen Cashman. He went all out last year at the trade deadline, pulled off a lot of surprise moves.
Yeah, but you also have to remember Cashman's moves last year addressed future needs because we had Williams going. We had Weaver. We had a bunch of wild cards that pitched like ass from Leiter Jr. Lasagna was horrible with us. Hamilton was horrible with us. So you knew they were going to end up pumping a bunch of those guys out of there.
Right.
And so they made the moves at the deadline with the provision that they would be able to contribute to the major league team last year, but we would have more time to work with them in the offseason to get them where they needed to be really, really impactful Yankee players this year.
Yeah. And I mean, I've seen that. Well, one thing that really impressed me when Bird got out of that jam with that double play, it's like he pitched that perfect pitch that was nasty.
Last year's Jake Bird would have be caught up in that moment and would have struggled, but this year it seems like like I said, he has a different mindset, and that was big for him to get out of that situation.
But the thing that you have to remember, pitching most of his games in Colorado, breaking pitches don't really move.
Yeah,
right.
He had to over torque to get the spin rate to get movement out of his ball. Well, when he started pitching at not freaking 2 miles above sea level at ground, the ball would take off. He couldn't get the ball anywhere near the strike zone. Well, that's part of what they worked with in the off season.
Yeah. And then, with the whole pitching staff, they seem to have this mindset of bend, don't break. They don't buckle under pressure. I mean, you seen when Bednar gets 2 runners on, and they're fouling off pitches, but then he still gets them out.
He is going to be just fine.
Yeah, no, I wasn't worried about him when we. I wasn't worried about him when we got him the first time, and during the trade deadline.
All right, the question I have for you, Sean, have you talked about True Historian and the short that you dropped today?
No, I haven't done that yet, but.
Well, I will tell you guys out there, you should go look up Sean's channel, True Historian.
Yep.
He dropped a fantastic short, part 3 of a 4-part series involving the Battle of Wake Island. So those of you that are out there that are history buffs, I recommend you go out there and check out what he's got to say. You're going to like the graphics. You're going to like the dialogue. Fantastic story, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll second that too. And by the way, go subscribe to his true historian channel, and Sean does a great job, obviously, with the history and about the war. And obviously, Ken and Sean served the country for us, and we'll always thank both of them for their services and risking their lives. And so yeah, but definitely go check it out. And also April 6th, don't miss out, guys. On Thursday, I think no April 6th, April 6th.
Monday the
Yeah,
6th.
Monday the 6th. Tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern as Sean and Charles will be doing their Yankees history show on here. So they'll be going over the history, obviously the different years and all. So go check that out. That show has been a hit. So stay tuned for that Monday, April 6th. So that should be amazing. That should be a good one, and they do a great
Morning,
job.
Charles. Welcome
Hey,
to the
good job, Carl. There he is.
Yeah.
You know, as you can tell, Sean's got a little bit of niche there in history.
Yeah.
If you like what he's doing with the Yankees, go check out what he's doing with the military history.
Yep.
Definitely got a good approach, and his Battle of Wake Island series
Maybe,
is,
I
is
just thought
talking about the greatest generation in American history.
Yeah. I just thought of an idea. Maybe if you guys are interested, you and Ken and Sean should do a show on the war, just to dedicate the just talk about the history and of the war, and obviously you're just a show on the war, talk about the history of the war. Maybe you guys would be interested in that.
Well, there are a crap load of wars. Anyone specific?
No, anything like the Korean War, the World War I, World War II, like that.
All right.
Yeah.
We may get together in a room and collab it out.
Yeah,
We can definitely do that.
Idea. That could be a good show for everybody to listen to. I think to learn the history of World War I, World War II, Korean War, and all those type of wars. So it'd be cool. I want to welcome Ness to the building. Welcome to the chat. Good morning, fellas. He said, "How will using bullpen so early affect the team in late June and July? How do we avoid the boom June soon?" So Ken, if you want to answer that first, or
Well, what you need out of your rotation is to get 18 outs. Past 18 outs, you're not going to stress your bullpen out. We got 19 outs out of Freed. We got 16 outs damn it.
Cam.
Out of Schlittler.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, those were relatively low impact innings for our bullpen. Had a little bit of stress with the Warren because he only managed 13 outs in the game. However, you got to remember last year we didn't get 18 outs until the end of the first month of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting from a plus spot, and
Right.
With regard to the June swoon, well, a lot of the June swoon is because our starters and our bullpen both stink. Well, we have layers of depth for non-performance and whatnot. So I don't really see that we're going to have a big swoon.
No, I don't think so. I mean, and can you think about it? We got two big reinforcements coming before June. You got we got Heal in the minors, but we got Cole. Cole is about to, and then Rodon after Cole. So,
and you have Heal, so you've got three big arms that are sitting on the sidelines waiting for a chance to get at the dance.
Right. And then we got our three long relief guys, and two of those guys can be
Paul
big arms.
Paul Blackburn, Ryan Yarborough. Hey, those type of pitchers too. So don't forget that. And plus, we haven't seen them yet either. Paul Blackburn, Ryan Yarborough. So, like I said, the depth is amazing this year, and you don't have to worry about it. I think this year, like I said, they're better equipped, and they're getting more reinforcements back pretty soon. So, yep.
And waiting in the wings, you got Carlos Lagrange and ERC.
Yep.
You ain't just got them.
Oh yeah.
You have our former number one prospect who is working his way back, Chase Hampton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic metrics and a great starter.
Mhm.
He started working out in spring training, and he will be back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ben Hess, another guy that is well ahead of his projected timelines and could be major league ready this season easily.
Bryce Cunningham is another one.
Bryce had a little bit of some hard knocks in winter ball. So we'll see how he recovers from that.
Mhm.
But like I said, we've got 4 pitchers that could conceivably walk into the rotation.
Or even bullpen. Let's see. Like Legrande, I don't know what they'll do with him, but I think Legrande is fit for the starter role, but he can potentially be a dominant reliever too. But
If Legrande actually gains control of his pitches, he is slated as a number 1 starter.
yeah,
Yeah, and they were stretching him out as a starter.
Mhm.
So I am not interested in seeing Legrande come into the bullpen whatsoever.
Right.
What has he got, like 6 pitches or something like that? An arsenal of 6 pitches.
Yes.
Yep.
So Charles brought up this day in Yankees history. The Yankees prepared for the first game in Shea Stadium, March 30,000. So he said the crowd was 30,000, 1974. So, wow.
No, March 30th of
Oh, sorry, March
1974.
30th. Okay, there you go. The comma threw me off. So yeah, March 30th, 1974. There you go.
All right, fellas.
What's up, Jason? Welcome
Today,
yeah.
tomorrow, my grandson Wyatt
Oh,
has his first official t-ball practice,
oh, nice. Let's go.
and I have to go pick up his brand new baseball glove, a 9.5-inch Rawlings for a left-hander.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the damn glove has Bryce Harper's signature in it, so
Oh man.
I'll
no.
live with it. However, may have to break the Dremel tool out and freaking eliminate that portion of it.
Yeah. Tell why Uncle Nithin said good luck today.
Will do. So I'm gonna have to hop out of here and head over to Greenbar and pick up his glove.
So wait,
All right.
they use they're going to use signed gloves. They use signed gloves.
It just happens to be his size because his hand is a little bit smaller than the standard.
So it's one of those automatically already autographed by sponsored autograph.
Yeah, like Rawlings makes Harper's glove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. Yep. Thank you.
So I will look forward to seeing some of y'all either at the pregame at 6 or in the live stream at 9:35. Game time is at 9:40 in Seattle at is it T-Mobile Park? I believe it's T-Mobile Park.
T-Mobile Park now.
T-Mobile. Yep.
We will see you at T-Mobile Park. I'll leave with my "Let's Go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Thank you, Ken, for
All
joining.
right.
And I'll see you later on tonight. And like I said, big series. And Dave Sims is making his return again to Seattle. So.
And don't forget to go check out True Historians, John's channel, and look at the Battle of Midway Part 3. I think you'll like what you see. All right.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Right.
Have a great day.
You too.
You as well.
All right. I want to welcome Ocean View. Welcome back to the chat. He said, I'm concerned about. Yeah. Well, some people, I mean, you had the right to be concerned. And obviously, I'm a little concerned too. But let's see what happens. This is a good test for him for his first Yankee start against Seattle in a tough stadium. But Sean and I and the rest of the crew, we believe he can weather the storm. And no pun intended there, but but I think yeah.
And you gotta think about this. He came out of the Miami Marlins system.
Yeah.
And that's a pitching factory.
Yeah. And another thing is, I mean, obviously he might be on a pitch count today. We don't know as of yet.
I think he's around 75. So around the same as Mr. Warren.
Oh, Warren. Okay. Yeah. So we all we need him to do is go 5-6 innings, guys, because we have the
Yep.
bullpen that can take care of the rest. So if he can go 5-6 innings, maybe 4 or 5 strikeouts, 2 runs, just give us good quality innings. And like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And it's a good first test for him, though. It is,
Yeah.
really, it is, and it's a pitcher's ballpark, so it's just could help him too. But you still have to be careful of the Mariners lineup. Obviously, Kyle Raleigh, you know what he's capable of. Julio Rodriguez, you got a whole bunch of players, and obviously he's going to be
Yeah.
against Luis Castillo. If Luis Castillo's on, then well, he has to try and match him tonight.
But you know what? We got a good lineup that's gonna give Castillo a hard time. It's not the same old Yankee lineup.
Yeah.
You know, we got attitude in the lineup now. We got depth.
Yeah, so Charles said, "I like the way Bird is looking." Yeah,
Oh
um,
yeah.
mhm. Bird
No,
changed
Bert.
his repertoire a lot in his mechanics. Shout out to Matt Blake, and shout out for Bird for working hard in the minors for a couple of appearances there. So I think Bird is back to being what he is in Colorado. So um,
Yeah,
mhm.
and don't forget, we also have a shadow pitching coach
Yeah.
in a dugout,
Oh,
Andrew Eugene Pettit.
yeah. There you go. Um, Obviously he's a good pitcher to learn from. Obviously.
Hmm. Plus, I don't know.
Jason said here, ready for this? Let me see.
Hmm.
Jason, is the bird the word? LOL. Yeah,
Hey, you know what? That was one of my favorite calls from John Sterling with
yeah,
Greg Bird.
yeah.
The bird is the word.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the
The
best.
best. So let's go to Michael's comment. It says here the 4 off days in the first 2 weeks of the season helps the Yankees as far as the usage. Yeah, that is true, Michael. With the day offs they have here, they had the day off on Sunday. That's why the Yankees used the bullpen a lot on Saturday because they knew that
Yeah.
they had the day off and then travel day. And the more the other day offs are coming, that will benefit them, and the bullpen will be rested for
No,
sure.
and that's why we got a 4-man rotation, so the starters are not starting every 6 days. And if we would have had a 5-day, then that would have happened. But you know, it works out. And I mean, I want Heel back up here, but you know what? I'm glad they got him down there and working on a little kinks out of whatever the deal is, making sure he's healthy. And then you know what? When we get to bring him back up here and unleash him back on the Red Sox and other teams, he's gonna be dominant. I'm telling y'all. Keel's gonna be dominant. Cole's gonna be dominant. Rodon's gonna be dominant. And then you know what? I'm loving the way our rotation and our bullpen is. And I love one thing I'm giving Boone kudos for. He's not trying to stretch these two and three or 2 or 3 innings out of these relievers. He's like, okay, hey, they're throwing enough. Let's get the next guy. You know, or you know what? He's not waiting too long to pull when he needs to pull guys. So and I'm loving how Bednar is a rock solid closer. I'm not worried about him one bit.
Yep.
And then, like I said, with Giancarlo hot and Judge starting to heat up, you got Cody Bellinger who's quietly hot right now. You got all these other guys that are hitting in the and the team is finding different ways to produce runs, which is something we didn't do last year or the year before or the year before that.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's gonna be we're gonna be hearing a lot of Judge and Stanton all season
Yeah.
long.
So Michael said I would have preferred Hill over Weathers. Yeah, but the one thing about Hill, Michael, I think they're trying to build him up even more, and they're trying to get him back where he was before, and obviously coming from the injury. And I know he had a good spring, but I think they just want to build up his arm more in the minors.
Yeah. Remember, he's coming off a lat and a
Yeah.
shoulder issue, so and
Yeah.
that hampered him all last season. So I'd rather them pump the brakes a little bit and get him ready, get him right.
Yeah. So Charles goes Mark the Bird. Friedrich was the first bird in baseball. Good pitcher. The bird was the bird back then.
Yep. And we got a lot of different other ones, but
And Michael says, but the off days and only but of the off days and only needed 4 starters for 2 weeks is allowing us to keep. Yep, that's true.
yep. And that plus also it keeps heel fresh, and so after this first month, whatever, and when we got to face the Red Sox and other big games, we can bring up heel and he's fresh.
Yeah. So Sean, guys, we're coming up on the almost it's 10:21 now. Any you want to any final thoughts before we go?
Coffee. But no, yes, no, guys. Thank you for everyone coming in. Thanks to Ken. Shout out to him. And also, yeah, guys, check out True Historian. Check out that short on the Battle of Wake Island Part 3. You're gonna love it. I broke it down and just because there's just so much information on it. But and guys, tonight, come on and be with us. Stay up a little bit late, right? I don't know what time zones y'all might be in, but come on, we got late night baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Come on with us, and or come on with Ken's Yankees, the ugly truth for play-by-play action, and we got you covered. And the pregame at 6.
Yeah. Well said, Sean, and obviously let's welcome Mario to the chat. What's up, Mario? Welcome. Yes, we play the Seattle Mariners tonight, Mario. So tune in, guys. Good job, great job as always interacting with the chat. Shout out to everyone who was involved here: Michael, Charles, Mario, Ocean View, Jason, Just Mix, pretty much everyone in the chat. Ness. So great job, everyone, with the interaction and. Tune in tonight at 6 p.m. for the pregame show, and then later tonight, the play-by-play with Chef Nick, Joe, and Evan of the Seattle Mariners and New York Yankees. And also go check out Ken from the Ugly Truth. He'll be live streaming the game too. So go check out both channels tonight. And also, please check out the True Historian show with Sean. He does a great job. And we do have a special guest here, Joe. Yes, baby, the godfather of the show. He is here making a live appearance. What's up, Joe? Welcome to the chat.
Hey guys, thank you so
Woo.
much. Everybody, welcome. Thanks for rah-rahing the show this morning. Last night was amazing. You guys did a tremendous job. Everybody in the chat was awesome. I really appreciate it, and a little bit of relaxation, a little rest, a little time with the family to get energized for tonight's play-by-play of the Yankees and the Mariners.
Yeah,
And I can't thank Nithin and Sean Browning enough for helping out these few crazy times in our lives. So, but things are going well, and I just wanted to come up and say thank you to each and every one of you for being here and for subscribing, pressing that like button. Keep it going, folks, and. Like I said, Sean Browning and Nithin, lifesavers. They're awesome, and I understand we have a baseball guest, which I'm
yeah.
looking
So
forward to on Thursday.
so my team and I booked our client and former MLB outfielder Nigel Morgan for this show on Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Guys, Gary, questions ready for him. He was an underrated player, pesky hitter, and he played for the Nationals, Brewers, um, and he's a obviously great guy and great person. So you guys are going to enjoy him on Thursday at 12. So
Yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy that. And again, I want to just make sure everybody knows that we are bigger, better than ever. We're going to be doing the Yankee game live on Wednesday night, everyone. So look forward to that, and of course tomorrow night and all the games. And looking forward to the Yankee home opener.
Yep.
And I also I had a very good talk with Total Turnbuckle Talks, TJ, and we are setting up to do the live play-by-play of 2 nights of WrestleMania on our World Channel, and we may have a guest or two. So a lot to look forward to, everyone, especially in April, which is only a couple of days away, and we are looking forward to that. So.
Mhm.
Again, guys, remember we have a pregame show at 6 p.m. a little bit later than usual because the Yankees are on at 9:40, and then I will be coming on with Evan and Chef Nick to do the play-by-play of the Yankees and the Mariners. So we are so looking forward to this, and again, I can't thank you guys enough. And without any problem, I should be back on Coffee Bagels as early as tomorrow morning. So again, thank you. We will do some live updates on YouTube Live. I may have NITHIN with me. I may have. It depends who's available. And Sean, if Sean's available, I'd like to talk about the health show for Friday night, everyone. Please don't take that lightly. Take it strong. I've sent it out to so many people, and the vibes have been great. I know that Nitin and the gang had wished a very, very happy to a dear friend of mine who I absolutely love. She's a
MJ
beautiful
Perdón, happy
woman.
birthday. MJ.
For MJ, and MJ, we love you, and God bless you and your family. And we just want to wish you the happiest birthday, and looking forward to you to come in and do some stuff with us with the shows. You are always more than welcome here. So thank you, MJ. And that's really about it. Go Yankees. And guys, keep up the fantastic work. And that's really what I could say is I'm very, very, everybody in the chat, I am very blessed. We've got a tremendous team that really, really want to be here. And you can't ask them what it's like a Yankee. If you really want to be a Yankee, you're going to be a Yankee. And this is what this team wants. They want to be NY Yankee Mania property, and they are, each and
Yep.
every one of them. And they're not co-hosts. Everybody's a host here. There's no such thing as me. It's we. And I take that very, very seriously. So thank you again, everyone. And guys, keep up the good work. And I will try to come on for the pregame. If I can't, I will definitely see you guys at around 9:30 for the call of the Yankee game tonight. So thank you, and we will see you soon. Okay, guys.
Yep. And
Okay.
thank you, Joe. Hi, Katie. Welcome to the chat. Uh,
Love you,
I just have one.
Katie.
yep.
I just have one question before we go.
hmm
Well,
Joe,
you
do we
guys
gotta
can
bring?
stay on. I'm just getting off.
Well, before you go, well, we're about to wrap up anyway. But before you go, for the Wrestling Mania play-by-play, do we bring our own steel chairs but leave the cannolis?
Of course. We're gonna. Oh, and by the way, speaking of WWE, everyone, tonight's Raw is going to be at New York's Madison Square Garden, the mecca of professional wrestling. So, if you get a chance, look at Netflix tonight. I'll do a little recap of what's going on in the world of the WWE, and so will
Actually,
TJ from Total Turnbuckle Talk.
Joe, to speak on that, my team and I actually tried hard to get you there, Joe, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. So hopefully next time.
Yeah, no, Like I said, there are a lot of things going on. Some a little unexpected, but there's nothing that we can't handle.
Yep.
So, but thanks, guys, and again, have a great day. We'll bring you any Yankee news throughout the day, of course, and look for YouTube shorts throughout the day, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself and surprises will be on with us. So, thank you, and guys, carry on.
All right. Thank you, Joe. See you.
Take care.
Well, guys, we're wrapping up here, but I just want to say thank you, guys. Shout out everyone in the chat. Let's go Yankees. Ryan, Ryan Weathers, man. I hope he does good. So I think he'll do great. I feel confident. Like I said earlier, you don't need to have him to go five. I mean, if he can do 5-6 innings, that's it. And the bullpen,
No,
the rest.
if he gives us 5 solid, I'll take it.
Yeah. But I think all we need from is at least 5-6 innings, like 5-6 strikeouts, and then put a couple runs, and we'll be fine because we have the capability to we have a great bullpen who can take over. So I do feel confident. But this is a good first test for Ryan Weathers against Seattle, especially on the road. But it's a pitcher's ballpark, so which could be an advantage for him. So, but I do feel confident in tonight's game and the series. Hopefully, we can take two out of the 3. The sweep would be nice, but 2 out of 3 would be awesome too. Yeah, thank you guys for joining the stream. Obviously, Just Mix, Michael, Mario, everybody, Katie, you guys are the best. We do it for you guys, and this has been awesome. And please subscribe to NY Yankee Mania, World Entertainment, our NITHIN Sports Rush show, our NY Loud Sports Mouth show, and then big things are happening at our nation's best NIL Dream Team company. So stay tuned for all that. And like I said, my team and I booked a guest for Thursday, so stay tuned. And then Friday for the mental health panel, my team and I are bringing our other clients on there, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be, we want to make that special, inspiring, and epic. So it should be fun. And Joe, since you might not be on the pregame show, what are your thoughts on Ryan Weathers tonight?
I think they're gonna have a leash on him. There's gonna be like 50 to 55 pitches, especially if he's struggling. I am looking forward to. I think he's gonna do a great job. They were working with him at the end. That's why he was getting rocked. He was working on a few pitches, but he said they're not concerned at all. The Yankees are not concerned. He's not concerned. And let's see. At the bigger picture, is the Yanks are coming back to New York on Friday. Can't wait for that.
Yep. Can't, like Bart Scott says, can't wait. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh yes.
So thank you, everyone, and enjoy the day.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Before we go, I want to play something good. Ready for this? Hold on.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
The best.
Hey, everybody. Tommy Green here, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. And I want to thank you for watching NY Mania. And come back again and see us.
Y'all come back now.
Hi, this is Bernie Kosar, NFL legend, national championship, University of Miami quarterback, Cleveland Browns quarterback, Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys, and finished up with the Miami Dolphins. I'm loving it, and you're watching New York Mania. You matter.
Hello, everybody. This is Bip Roberts, former Major League ball player, and you're watching New York Yankee Mania. Enjoy. What a great show.
Hi, I'm Bria Frisbee. I work with the nation's best NIL Dream Team, and I was on NY Mania today on February 19th. It was awesome.
So there you guys have it. Thank you, guys. See you guys later. Have a fantastic day, and happy Monday.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.